Interesting news from Rock as Shettima moves to take Tinubu'S place. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. When the news that why the North is actually quiet was because of the perfect plan was out. I was one of those saying the North get planned for them to be quiet like this. Is this part of it? Here's the details. Let's find out. On Sunday, the Vice President Kashim Shettima left Nigeria to represent President Bola Tinubu on his third Belt Road Initiative Forum in Beijing, China, scheduled from October 16th to 18th. This information was disclosed in a statement on Sunday by Mr. Stanley Wokocha, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President. He mentioned that Shettima would join leaders from more than 130 countries across Africa, Asia, Europe, and Latin America to deliberate on the theme High Quality Belt and Road Cooperation, Together for Common Development and Prosperity. The Vice President is anticipated to utilize the developmental projects in Nigeria. The Vice President is anticipated to utilize this forum to attract investors for additional development projects in Nigeria. Shettima will also engage in bilateral discussions with other global leaders to enhance Nigeria's trade and investment relations in alignment with the economic development goals of the Tinubu administration. The 2023 edition of the BRI will mark the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI championed by the President of China, Xi Jinping, as an initiative for global infrastructure development strategy, the statement partly read. Adopted and launched by the government of the People's Republic of China in 2013, the initiative seeks international action to enhance cooperation and promote infrastructure investment in nearly 70 countries across Asia, Africa, and Europe through land and maritime routes. The presidential aide pointed out that back in 2018, former President Muhammadu Buhari, acting on behalf of Nigeria, inked the Belt and Road Cooperation Agreement with China. Wokocha added the delegation accompanied the Vice President to the forum comprises the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, and the Minister of Transportation, Saidu Al-Khalai. Others on the delegation include the Minister of Works, David Umahi, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, the Managing Director of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, Fidet Okiria, and the Director General of the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, Michael Ohiane. Now, though yes, this is not what's it called? This piece of news is not what a lot of us want with what the headlines are. But this is what I'm going to say. I think it is a time to think about what is actually going to happen. Sincerely, if we are going to have the thing, a condition or a time where the vice, let's say for example, Tinubu got how am I going to put it now? Tinubu got removed. Let's say he resigned, and Shettima came in, and he was now acting. You understand? To me, it's not going to be right. This is just us saying, okay, what could possibly happen? If let's say what is going to possibly happen, is it that those that are there because this is still an election issue, is it that they are going to be permitted? Because I really, really, really want to know. Now, this is not to me. This is not him taking over. This is him delegating duties. This is what it should be like. You all knew that the first tenure of Buhari dedicated duties to Osibanjo, and then after the first tenure, he stopped delegating because of he knows what happened. Though it was rumored that that time Buhari gave Osibanjo free hand, and he came in and a lot of things were done, and people were like jubilating self. Yes, I can remember vividly that particular period when Osibanjo was, around to handle the affairs of the country while he was gone. A lot of positive things happened before he came back. I think something like that. And then he came back and I don't know, they say members of his community, or should I say members of his tribe, those who are close to him, called and said they don't like this particular person. They allow them drink water, drop cup, and now you make for the rest of the remaining journey of 8 years. What's it called? He never took, as in, I think that was one of the last time he actually delegated his powers to the vice president. That is, I'm talking about Buhari now. That was one of the reasons, as in, that was why he stopped delegating his duties to that, what's it called, to his vice. Tinubu is in a fix. He will not go to starve off international press attention and interviews. He's going there to win us some CGC deals, but he is burdened by CSU limitations. Such a part of the incalculable losses linked to having doubtful characters as leaders. Over to you, Nigerians. Now, let me say this. This is also what I'm going to say. Tinubu sending Shettima there to speak to investors on our behalf. Look, no matter how good your idea is, no matter how good and solid your idea is as a fashion person, did I say fashion person? No matter how good your idea is as a business person, rather, if you are not able to put it out, just like you're looking for investors for your business, you don't go about telling them and begging them to come. You have to, yes, of course, you have to market yourself. But before marketing yourself, you have to put things in place as well. Your offer, as in your business, has to be, if I invest in this business, this is exactly what I'm going to make. You understand? This is what I'm standing to gain. This particular business is not going to fold. We're not going to look for this business and we don't find it. Something like that. You must have that at the front of your mind, not just at the back. All right. When Buhari was in power, he never delegated any international meetings or conferences to his vice. He took delight in attending international engagement, but Shaky Tinubu is always sending Boko Haram, founder of Shettima, to represent him and Nigeria abroad, thereby making Shettima the president of Nigeria. I think because of his certificate forgery, he's ashamed of facing the world. How can the president of Nigeria claim he attended secondary school before it was established and that he went to a university? Now, this is what I'm going to say. It is very possible. This is what I'm going to say. All this one you're saying, I wanted to say, human being waiting I want. When Buhari was leaving, that he did not delegate, that time we were all falling on top of our head, we were like, why you not go educate? How am I going to put it now? Why you not go delegate your duties now? You don't get better to delegate now. You sit on the shout. Ha. Well, what I'm going to say is, if the right thing is done, believe you me, if the right thing is done the way things are supposed to be done, if the right thing is done, then we are not going to be in this mess right now. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news, so thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.